Story of Three Arrows. One of my favorite stories. Well, I say that about a lot of stories, don't I? But this truly is a great story. This friendship between David and Jonathan. It's the deepest and the closest friendship recorded in all of Scripture, and I think would rival any friendship talked about in the history of mankind between two men. These two men had such a kindred spirit. They both had a strong faith in God. They both had a confidence that they could win and that God would be victorious. They both had a courage. David would train that into his own men. Jonathan had it, not too sure if he trained his men to have it, but David would. He would take what he and his friend had and train his men. But interesting enough, both of these men hadn't thought about this too much, but both of them were loyal to the king. Jonathan was loyal to his father, became ashamed of him, but still was loyal to him and died with him. David was loyal to the place where when he had a chance to kill the king to save his own life, he would not do it. But the main thing about this story is this pact, this covenant that the two men had with one another, where they said if either of us die, the other one would care for the family of the person that died. It went both ways, but Jonathan knew. At this point, Jonathan knew what was going to happen. He would die. And he was holding David to the agreement that you'll watch over my children. And later on, when we continue through the stories of David, when David finally finds one of Jonathan's sons, Mephibosheth, it's another great story and how David fulfills his promise in watching over Jonathan's children. Well, great story. Come back next week as we continue on with these story insights. I hope you enjoy this time. We'll see you next week.